What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. It is your boy Henry, and let's dive right into this. So after a TA, we're going to go over Apple and Amazon. We're going to talk about some things going into FOMC, not some things, but these scenarios that really can happen that going off of Amazon and Apple. Amazon and Apple earnings really are going to be determining, hey, are we going to come back up here and get a bearish divergence here? All right, because if they are good, guys, we are most likely going to come back here. We're going to break these highs, and then we're going to form a bearish divergence, and then we're going to have our pullback eventually. All right, but they're likely to be bad. All right, and we're going to cover that in today's video. All right, so starting off with the daily time frame, you have your I think this is K. All right, what is this? Yes, the blue one is K, the orange one is D. So you have K going through D on your stochastic down there. You have your CCI hinging down to the sell line. You have your RSI at 46 right now. Just wait till it to get 45, and then bears start gaining control here. Oh, look at this. Notice how you did not get to 45, right? 45, that's a number, guys, on the RSI that I literally just put there. All right, 45 and 55, because 50 is kind of that turning point for me. Well, not for me. That's just kind of how the RSI works. That is your turning point. But it really is that 45 and 55 mark where bulls and bears can start taking control. And yeah, you are approaching that right there. Bears look like they're going to be taking control. I will just say you are declining pretty massively here on QQQ with declining volume. All right, so I don't know if you are going to get one mother of all volume spikes going into the end of the day that is going to give you, what is that, an extra 23 million you have to get here on QQQ. Which, by the way, guys, these are ETFs. All right, we got NDX and SPX. Those are the actual ones. All right. But yeah. All right. But yeah, guys, it is not looking good on QQ's daily time frame. You come over to SPY, it is pretty similar picture, except you have a divergence here between the stochastic on SPY to the stochastic on QQ, because you have your K hinging up towards your D. All right. But you do have your CCI hinging down towards the sell line. You have your RSI going flat right here. Coming over to VIX, all right, you have your, what is this, K going into D. Blue is the K. Yes, you have your K crossing up to D. So I guess D is the signal line. Would that be the signal line? Yeah, I mean, I guess that would be considered the signal line. All right, I just want to point out, guys, we don't typically get too many fake outs here on VIX's stochastic here on the weekly or the daily time frame. And actually, yeah, the monthly is all over the place. Who cares? VIX is an oscillator, so I mean, I guess the technicals aren't exactly the same as what we cover on SPY QQQ. But my point is that you don't typically get a fake out, and you do have right now. No, you do not have a crossing, but tomorrow it should cross. Now they have still been suppressing Mr. VIX here. You have a bullish Rami setup, while you have your bearish Rami set up over here on, oh no, okay, that's on the weekly time frame. You have your bearish engulfing candle, engulfing a bearish candle. So would that be a bearish engulfing candle? I don't know. Either way, you have a bearish candle engulfing another candlestick next to it. We're going to call it the bearish engulfing candle here on Mr. SPY. QQ has been taking a clear as day beating, a further beating than Mr. SPY over here. Come over the weekly time frame, and you can clear as day see this. Okay, look at where Q is at right now. You opened here, you went all the way up, and bears took you down. They slapped the bulls, and they closed you lower. Well, we don't know if we're going to close lower, but as of right now, it does look like this is a shooting star candlestick, and that would be rough. All right, that would signal for the downside. For, I mean, as long as we get next week's confirmation, then for the downside after that. Then you come over here on SPY. Look, you're still above where you open. You opened here at 375 this week, and now you're at 380. All right, so clear as day, QQ is taking more of a beating, and that's just most likely because we have the big tech names reporting. The NASDAQ is clearly very, very heavy in their tech. It's pretty much all tech. All right, whereas SPY has everything that the NASDAQ has, and then a bunch more. All right, to diversify it because it is the overall market. Whoa. All right, so, holy crap. VIX has just been taking such a beating. It doesn't even matter if you decline on SPY, guys. It doesn't even matter. This thing is literally just, they're wrecking Mr. VIX. They're wrecking it, but you do have your bullish Rami set up here, and you do have that bearish engulfing candle here. All right, so that is a perfect storm right there for some downside on SPY. Obviously, we're going to need to see the confirmation. We're going to need to see VIX close above Blah, 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 27.27, and we are going to need SPY to close underneath wherever it closes today. So, I mean, we don't know yet. All right, now going over QQQ. All right, let's go to the 4-hour time frame. I told you guys, like, up here, things were ready to fall off a cliff. All right, I told you guys I had added puts. And it was strictly because, hey, guys, like, this setup is, like, it's so bearish looking. All right, it is so bearish looking. But now I'm going to open up the possibilities here, open up the door to a bullish counter trend move here. All right, we're going to have to see what happens. I don't think it's going to be on the table, or not on the table. I don't think it's going to happen, but it really is going to just strictly depend on Amazon and Apple earnings. Straight up, it will guaranteed depend on earnings. All right, I want to point out that this is typically where you get your bounces here on the 4-hour stochastic here. You can do something like this, or you could just do this, okay? Or you could do something like this. You don't know, okay? But this is where also, by the way, guys, this is I have taken profits on my November 18 puts, and that is strictly because this right here, okay, guys? I like strictly trade off of the, well, not strictly, because I will always watch the 3-hour, and I watch the 15-minute and the 30-minute time frame intraday, but I pretty much only take trades off of the 4-hour, the 1-hour, and the daily time frame. I've tried with the weekly time frame. I screwed myself when I was trading off the weekly time frame because of this whole QQQ close under the 200 weekly in May 3 times in a row. The signal, why is this time going to be different? Da, da, da. All right. Well, you know what? I was not comfortable. Okay. I was not comfortable taking this trade off of the monthly and weekly time frame. I screwed myself. It was not a good, I mean, I'm not going to say it wasn't a good idea because I'm just trying to do my part as a trader here and trade the charts on larger time frames. And I had date on those contracts to make it happen. I didn't do what I should have done as a trader and take profits. I should not have done that at all. But all in all, it was a learning experience. And I don't think I will be taking trades based off of the monthly, solely off of the monthly and weekly time frame. I will be using the 1-hour, the 4-hour, and daily for my entries always moving forward. All right. But the reason I took profits is because, hey, this is like literally where, okay, if a bounce is going to happen, it's going to happen very soon. Okay, once you got down here, you were over here last time. Once you got down, you went to 267. You hit a low of, what is this, 265, and then boom, you went on your way. All right, you went on your way. And this is why, like, this is where I will guarantee, this is my starting point for taking profits moving forward. All right. Like, guaranteed, if you're in a bearish position, you open the bearish position when you're up here on your 4-hour time frame, when your stochastic is still in the over bought territory and you get down into the oversold territory, guaranteed, Henry, you are taking profits. That is my new rule to myself. And yeah, today was the first day and I'm feeling pretty good about it. But yeah, over to SPY, things are pretty different here. And that is, in my opinion, strictly because we have tech earnings. I think this is setting you up for the possibility here of the charts saying, like, hey, you go one of two ways. You either get this crap going on over here where you form your bullish divergences, or, you know, you don't do that and you just rally. All right. And that's honestly, I think this is only happening on QQQ instead of SPY just because these are the big names. We have the 2 biggest tech names reporting tonight. I think it's 4 or 5, so right after the bell, or it's 4:30. But either way, even if it's 4:30, you're probably going to see some big action one way or the other right after the bell. So stay tuned for that. Not here on my channel, but hey, maybe you guys want to go watch them live with me. All right. We're not going to be watching them live here, but you know, you get what I'm saying. You guys can watch from your phones as well. But yeah, you come over to the SPY and you are not even close to reaching your oversold territory here on your oscillators. All right. Then you come over to the VIX. All right. VIX, we called out yesterday that you had this bullish engulfing, or not bullish engulfing. You had this bullish divergence going on here. Obviously, you kept falling here. It personally, to me, looks like, hey, VIX, like, I mean, you could just go on your way, but it does look like it is going to be doing something like this, which would mean Apple and Amazon will be positive earnings. All right. Now, I say the charts predict the news all the time here. All right, guys. I want you guys to know what I mean when I say that. All right. It predicts most of the news. Okay. Most of these like news events that like we have no way of knowing what is going to be happening. The charts, yeah, they set them up for it. You rise into these and then you drop on them, or you fall into them and then you rise on them. That's exactly what I think is about to be happening with FOMC. All right. And it's all going to depend on Apple and Amazon earnings. All right. Now I get that might be annoying. I've said that like probably 10 times in this video alone, but It is important. Okay, guys, like this is straight up, like this is make or break with Apple and Amazon here for what we have coming in FOMC. And we're going to go over that right now. All right. But first, we're going to finish off with the hourly time frame. You have this bullish divergence here on the hourly time frame on QQQ, and then you do not on SPY. All right. Again, tech earnings, tech ETF here that covers the NASDAQ. All right. There you go. All right. That is why I believe this is shaping up way differently than Mr. SPY. And that is also why I believe it's gotten more of a beating than Mr. SPY. All right. Then again, no one has gotten more of a beating than Mr. VIX over here. He's gotten the his teeth are knocked out at this point. So, but you know, he's putting in $20,000 for some new pearly whites, some diamond and crested beauties, and he is likely to you know, go off to the races because he's going to be shining so high. All right. So with all that out of the way, let's talk about Apple. Okay, we can bring you back down there. Bitcoin, we're not going to talk about it every video. It is what it is. None of us trade Bitcoin. Well, I'm not going to say none of us. There probably are many people in the crowd right now that are, or in the audience right now that are trading Bitcoin. I don't trade Bitcoin. I like Mara. Okay, and I actually have an account that is strictly for buying Mara. All right. And that is how I honestly, that's like how I plan it's like an investment account, but I also have fully acknowledged that these are not investments I'm making. They're guaranteed going to be trades, and I will be taking profits on said trades guaranteed before a year is up because I'm only entering these at opportune times. All right. But yeah, okay. So Apple and Amazon, we're going to cover the technicals here on Apple and Amazon, and then we are going to go over why, like, I really don't think these are going to be good. But let's make this quick because I want to get this video out to you guys by 3:40 so you guys have time to watch a 10 to 20 minute video and really get that information that you guys need. That is the only reason, guys, I am recording these so early and trying to get this out to you. I could record these right before the bell, but then no one can watch them before market close, and then maybe you can't make, like, I want you guys to make your own decisions, but hey, if there's factors here that I'm bringing to the table here that you guys are completely missing, hey, I want you guys to know about that, all right? And hey, please, guys, if I'm missing things, okay, I try my best to get every single possible thing, all right? We don't just trade in one manner here. I try and cover every single possible event / just any news that comes out on here, all right? So if I'm missing something that is likely to, you know, I mean, either go against me or like even benefit me, I don't know. If I'm missing anything, please, guys, don't be afraid to let me know down in the comment section. Also, I tried reading, I tried getting to every comment. I do typically read every comment. But I'm just letting you guys know across the two platforms, there's just a decent amount of comments, and I've been just missing a few. So if I missed a comment, don't get butthurt. I love you guys. All right, straight up. We are one now. All right, we are the people. All right. But yeah, all right. So Apple, you are looking pretty bad. Okay, you got your K. Is that the K, guys? Bear with me. I'm going to have to. It's going to be memorized within the next week. But yeah, K is your blue one. All right. So K is crossing down through D here, and you have your RSI getting right above that 45 mark right here. And yeah, you have your CCI crossing down, hinging down through your sell line, coming over to Amazon. You are in a better situation here for any upside potential here, but I mean, again, we're going to go over why it's unlikely that you are going to get upside out of this move because, yeah, we'll go over it in a sec. Okay, we'll go over it in a second. Right here, now this one, you do have your selling volume up there on Amazon. I'm just pointing that out right now. It is a big 4% down day here, and you do have your volume matching yesterday. Unlike what we got going on SPY and QQQ, I'm looking for a massive volume spike to at least get close to this volume right here. But yeah, I mean, guys, if the volume isn't supporting the move downward, well, that's something to add to the analysis. So that will be there. We'll be watching, all right? But you do have your CCI right above that, right above your buy line down here. You have your stochastic in the same exact spot as you do in Apple. All right, crossing down, and your RSI is under that 45 mark. Bears are in control, all right? So now let's see what's going on the 4-hour time frame, okay? Guys, if a bounce is going to happen, the chart is setting it up for the possibility. That's all I'm saying, okay? Like, when I say charts predict the news, they always, like, not always, okay? There's some times when you just get absolute face ripper moves that come out of nowhere and the charts could not have told you, okay? It's gonna happen, all right? But like, not very often, all right? They're like, even this move on QQQ and SPY, all right? Even this move, the daily chart was predicting this, And no one could have seen this coming. No one could have seen it except the people who were like, okay, end of the world, melt up is inevitable, ... All right. But the people singing, hey, the pivot song. All right. If you're singing the pivot song, no, you could say you saw this coming, but you would have said you saw this coming if it happened any of these days. All right. Not this day. All right. But yeah, like straight up, if you were the person, what's his name? Michael Guyad, I think his name on Twitter. He's been preaching about the melt up for like maybe 2 or 3 weeks now. And I was kind of just completely ignoring everything he was saying at first because it was against my position. All right. And I tried not to take in outside information. I'm going to be honest. That is actually, that is shown to be my weakness here. Okay. I am going to be taking into consideration what other people on social media are putting out there. Okay. I want everyone's info because again, I wasn't blindsided by the possibility of this, but I'm not going to say I was prepared for it at all. I will not. Okay. It did rip my face off. Okay. And it cost me about 20 G's and I was not happy about it. And yeah, it caused me so much pain, but you know what? Lesson learned. All right. Lesson learned. All right. So, what was I just talking about? All right. I was talking about the face ripper. I got distracted there, talking about pain there. Okay. I guess, yeah. Okay. Charts predicting the news. Okay, guys. Like when I say that, it does not mean every single news event is going to be, oh, the charts told me that was going to happen. Oh, blah, 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 blah. But going into events like FOMC. All right. We're going to talk about this right now. Okay. All right, so Amazon, okay? Amazon, Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos, like literally a week ago, guys, literally a week ago, was, warning people about an upcoming recession in 2023. All right, I believe the headline that I was seeing on multiple news sources was Jeff Bezos warns about a worldwide 2023 recession. All right, and again, paraphrasing because I don't have it right in front of me, but go look it up. Just go on Google and literally look up Jeff Bezos warns of recession. You will likely see all of the news articles that I was seeing. I also saw the things posted to Twitter when they're coming out a week or two ago, whenever that was. Now we have Amazon earnings, guys. So we have the guy behind the second largest company in the world, which, by the way, it could not be the second largest company in the world. I could be capping on that one. Not intentionally, but it's there. Possibilities there, guys. I'm fallible. Guaranteed I'm fallible. You guys have seen it over the past few weeks, all right? Like, I'm not a market god. I don't expect to be. I am actually a noob, okay? I will call myself a noob. Now, I will say, I do believe I have advanced rather quickly in comparison to many people I see in the Weeble comments. But yeah, I actually completely stopped, like, reading Weeble comments at this point. Because I realized, holy crap, these guys actually have no idea about where things are going to be moving. Absolutely no idea. They're just people trading off hopium in the Weeble comment section. That's pretty much all it is. Like, I give my updates, but like vast majority of people you see in there are not people giving updates once a day. There are people who are sitting there spamming chats. So do not listen to people on Weeble. All right. It's also the same for FinTwit. Okay. The financial Twitter. Most of the people don't know what the hell they're talking about. Please realize this, guys. Realize this, because I've realized this, and there's no reason. Like, even me. Maybe I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I don't know. I think I know what I'm talking about, but at the end of the day, who knows? Okay, that's up to you. That is your opinion, all right? Do I know what I'm talking about? I have no idea. It's 50-50. I'm, like, learning as I go. All right, so Amazon, guys. The guy behind the company has warned of a 2023 recession, all right? We are in Q4. What does that mean? Their outlook is going to be for the next 2 quarters. Maybe it's for a whole next year, but I'm not going to guarantee nothing, all right? Not going to guarantee anything. But I will say, guys, there's a very, very, very high probability that they do slash the outlook there, the earnings outlook. And yeah, if guidance goes down, the stock price is going to go down, guys. And I'm just saying, Apple has plenty of room to fall here. We've had 3 other tech giants. No, well, we had Tesla. We had Meta, but you know what? Scratch Meta, screw Meta. All right, who do we have earning? We just had Google and Microsoft come out the other day. All right, Microsoft reported, I think they were a beat overall, but on their... I could butcher this name. I actually made a video way back in the day about this when Microsoft was really pursuing this. It was Azure. I think that is what it's called. It's their cloud computing part of their business, Azure. And again, I could be saying that completely wrong. That saw a miss of, I believe it was like 30%. Now what happened is they slashed their guidance, guys. The worst guidance slash since, like, I think it was either 2011 or 2012. All right. That is not good. Okay. That is like showing where we are right now. All right. Like straight up. They haven't slashed it since after the '08 crash happened, guys. Well, what does that tell you, guys? We're not out of the woods. Not at all. We're out the woods. Not even in the slightest bit. All right. Like, for all I know, again, the charts could have predicted the news again. They were, you know, make it. I mean, obviously, you had the daily time frame suggest on all of these guys. Next time I see things like this, like, I mean, like, everyone has that hindsight. Hey, I would be rich, but no, like, I'm going to be straight up. I was calling that every single day. I was calling out the bullish setup. Like the bullish technical setup, I was saying without, like, I can't even deny it, guys. Like, I was calling it out as we were going. I was saying, like, guys, it looks so bullish. Like, the technical, no one can deny this looks bullish. All right. I'm never doubting my TA again. All right. That's all I'm saying. And when we get these weekly and monthly indicators popping up, yes, we are going to use them. Okay. But I will not be doing what I did last time, which was, hey, guys, this hasn't happened in 20 something years. Why is this time going to be different? Like, I mean, yeah. So why didn't you go with the strangle Henry? Why didn't you even hedge? There was no reason not to hedge, you know? So yeah. All right. Like, you know, daily time frame, okay, may have completely been screwing with us here on the stochastic for these whole last 2 weeks here. But all in all, no, the charts still predict the news. And honestly, in my personal opinion, I think we are going to get a drop going into FOMC. All right, so let's talk about that. Now that we've talked about Amazon and we've kind of talked about Apple, either way, guys, just realize the other tech giants, Tesla, Microsoft, and Google, they all had poor earnings in some way, shape, or form, okay? Maybe they weren't a miss on everything, all right? They weren't. Guaranteed, they had some that were beats, all right? But all in all, they had something that missed, okay? And Tesla, I believe, downgraded their guidance. Microsoft downgraded their guidance. I don't know what Google did. I didn't look at that one. But either way, guys, those are two of the big guys. Or yeah, two of the 4 big guys. Am I thinking about this right? Or 2 of the 5 big guys? Yeah, 2 of the 5, because Meta's out of the equation. It was 6, but now it's 5. 2 of the 5 big guys have already downgraded guidance. For all I know, 3 of 5 already did. I don't know what happened with Google, but I'm just saying, guys, there's a very solid chance that they downgrade guidance and things are going to get bad. Okay, guidance, outlook, whatever you want to call it. If they do that, I'm just saying, guys, we market goes kapooey. All right, so we got FOMC. The reason I was saying, like, what happens at FOMC depends on what's going to happen on Amazon and Apple earnings. All right, I gotta make this very quick here. So I want to get this out to you guys with time before close because I want you guys to have a chance to see this. So I'm going to really quickly wrap this one up. Let's put it this way, okay, guys? The charts predict the news, okay? If you rally going into FOMC, you got 3 trading sessions in between here, all right? If you rally for those 3 trading sessions and you come back up and you form this bearish divergence, guys, the charts will have predicted the news. Like, I don't care what news comes out in FOMC. Maybe you go like a day or 2 higher, okay? Maybe it is, but you're not going to continue a sustained run when your oscillators are sitting right here, okay? If anything, dude, you want this thing to fall going into FOMC, and then, boom, that acts as a bottom. That acts as a fundamental catalyst to catapult you to the upside, all right? And that would mean our oscillators get a chance to reset, and then, you know, we have room to run. But right now, we have no room to run, all right? Now, I've already told you guys that, like, there's a very low probability you have positive earnings on Apple and Amazon, all right? Maybe they're not just misses overall, but there's going to be something, which is likely guidance, that brings them down, all right? I don't doubt it at all. But at the same time, anything can happen. I don't know. 3 out of 5 tech giants tanked on earnings. Oh, let's see what happens with the now the 2 biggest ones, all right? With a, might I add, in my opinion, bearish technical setup, even though Amazon's CCI is all the way back down here. You're not looking good, guys. And if you break these lows on Amazon here, you're going to revisit these lows down here, which it's not far off there. But if you do break those, guys, yeah, now you have room to go way down. And if Amazon and Apple are breaking their lows, why is the market not going to come down and break its low? All right, that's all I'm getting at. All right, but yeah, FOMC, dude, you're going to need, if you want that thing to fall into FOMC, then you're going to need a beat on these earnings. You're going to need the market to be elevated here. All right. If you don't want it to fall, okay? If like it is going to rocket on FOMC, which my personal belief is something is going to be said there that is going to do so. I think that is unless we somehow stay up here. And then I'm just going to be inclined to say, guys, the charts do predict the news, all right? And like we're most likely going down, like what I just said. But straight up, guys, that is exactly what needs to happen, okay? So if you want to see him fall, you got to rise into this date right here. If you want to see him rise on FOMC, you want to see these earnings fail, all right? Personally, I just told you guys, but it's very probable that you're going to fail on these earnings here. Something's going to go bad. AKA Jeff Bezos literally warned last week about a global recession in 2023. Boom, what are you going to say about it? Like, that's just something that has happened, and now his company, one of the largest companies in the world, is reporting earnings, and you think they're not going to slash their guidance for 2023? I'm just saying, guys, that is highly unlikely. All right, guys, with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.